Everybody, this is your boy MC. Yes, I'm on Facebook, YouTube. Hit that like button, hit the like button, share a comment. I'm gonna open up the chat. I seen changed to sitting on my phone today. I know y'all saw that I was busy. Went to the photo walk, just got in about 2 hours or something ago. And you see what I put up there? Insidious shutdown. Dems. A lot of people can clearly see that, the government ain't opening back up. It's an expiration date due to some of that CD-19 stuff that happened in the Joe Biden era. And that expiration date is coming. And if you don't believe me, let's check out some of the information that I did some homework on. But first, we're going to look at our girl's video, Shantae, and I want to hear this part first on what the youngster is saying here. Okay, let's check out Shantae Renee show, Fair Use, and listen to what this youngster saying, and then we're gonna really get this thing to crack.
I look it up. I do my research. Sometimes I can find, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I ask someone who I really think knows, okay? Because some people are good at that stuff. But you got to get some knowledge so you don't keep looking like a damn fool. I'm just saying, y'all. Okay?
All right, I got
Listen
the
to this guy,
microphone
too. He
on.
explains everything.
Donald Trump and Republicans have shut the government down because they don't want to provide health care to...
That's a fool right there, too. That is a fool. That is a fool. That's a fool. Let me play that again.
Donald Trump and Republicans have shut the government down because they don't want to provide health care to working class Americans.
All right, let's break this down. First off, Donald Trump and the Republicans did not shut down the government. The clean continuing resolution passed in the House. Donald Trump is ready to sign it. Democrats are using the filibuster in the Senate to stop this from happening.
See there? See? But how you know, Sanfei? How you know? How you know? Research it for yourself. Find out, damn it.
Filibuster essentially means that senators can end debate on a topic indefinitely. And in order to break past the filibuster, you need to have 60 votes in the Senate. So Democrats are quite literally causing a shutdown because they want more spending on health care. But again, a clean continuing resolution is already passed in the House. Democrats are blocking it in the Senate. When I say clean, it essentially just means that they're going to continue to fund the government at its current levels just to keep the lights on. No policy changes, not adding anything, just keeping it clean to keep people paid and keep the government operating. Mm-hmm. Democrats are saying no to that, and they're trying to use that as leverage to get policy changes because Congress controls the purse. So they're using this continuing resolution as...
Do y'all hear that? Because Congress controls the purse, and they're using the medical thing, which is not any. The medical thing has a little caveat on it, and in this next screen I'm about to show you, it's going to show what that caveat is. The caveat has a lot to do with the expiration date of all these packages, allegedly that's in our stores. The expiration date maybe on some more funding for COVID packaging and all that research and to keep things from what I'm gathering from it. Because you remember, that came from out of nowhere and we had a shutdown. So let's listen to a little bit more of this in fair use and hit and say a comment if y'all found that expiration date, because I do have an article coming up real soon in this screen. Okay?
Leverage to get what they want. They're trying to jam their policies into a resolution to keep the government running. But now that I've said that, let's go back to what Hakeem Jeffries said again. I addressed the first part. Democrats have essentially stuck a piece of metal in the gears that were turning and are now blaming the gears. But let's get to the second half of what he said.
Donald Trump and Republicans have shut the government down because they don't want to provide health care to working class Americans.
That's a lie. We already addressed how they didn't shut the government down. Second off, he does want health care for working class Americans. They're talking about the cuts over the next 10 years that are happening with Medicaid. Now, mind you...
No, he said Medicaid, not Medicare. Watch people go online and say he's going to cut Medicare. old people's, they're going to be suffering. They're not going to have no Medicare.
See, and Medicaid is in a lot of these blue states, especially in California, New York, and I don't know, is it New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia? Because it's bad out there in Philadelphia. So let's just listen to it a little bit more. Put some homework in there. Let me see. I got
Medicaid, y'all, it's for people who's on the system, getting welfare food stamps, people who can't afford their own medical care. That's Medicaid. Medicare is totally different, okay? Medicare is for disabled people and senior citizens.
Around 90% of people are still expected to be covered. Do you know who the number one target of these cuts are? Able-bodied adults aged 19 through 64 without disabilities, dependents, or other exemptions. They are increasing work requirements for these individuals in order for them to qualify.
I agree with that. I totally agree. Increase it because they need.
see. Now, go over there and check out that video because that video, and we see a lot of able-bodied people that's getting this care. Able-bodied people that's getting Medicaid, medicine, and there's probably nothing wrong with them. They just don't want to work because they can get the other subsidies that come with it: SSI, GR, food stamp, and maybe some of these agencies have reported things to their supervisor, showing proof, and nothing was done about it because it's a lot of paperwork. And it's about keeping that Medicaid money still flowing, allegedly or supposedly. But now, feel free to go over there and check out that video. And
to work. They don't need to be working. They don't need to be working just part-time. You need a full-time job, okay? We still got to take care of you if you're just working part-time. You're still going to be getting government benefits. Why you don't want to work full-time? I got kids. Well, you should have thought about that before you laid down, okay? Having all these damn kids, you should have thought about that. Someday, somehow, I just know this ain't going to last forever, so I better get my damn life together. But no. You got comfortable. You stayed idle. And now, whose fault is it? It ain't the American people. It ain't the taxpayers. It's your fault. Yours.
If you don't have disabilities, children, or any other exemptions, why shouldn't you be working at least 20 to 30 hours a week to contribute to our society?
Right.
You're supposed to be able to sit back, not do anything, and then reap the rewards from other people's work. So no, Donald Trump very much wants working class people to be insured. He doesn't want people mooching off the system, and I don't blame him. Also, of our federal budget, about 13% of it goes to just interest on debt. Just for context, Medicare is 14% of our budget. So 13% of our budget is going to interest payments, and that rate is accelerating. So the government has to...
Because we in debt, damn it, we in debt.
so, y'all, and that's why I was always for this reset. But now, if you think that's something, hey, thank y'all for those that showed up to the stream so far because, man, where is that thing? We finna get to the next part of the screen, and it's gonna be like a little article or something to read up on. And when you read up on this article, this article right here is right here, and it may explain something about this shutdown. Check it out. Now what we have here is this. Democrats under fire as food stamps. Let me get in another one. Democrats under fire as food stamps run dry. Millions of Americans are caught in shutdown. Okay? This is reported. This is over here at the White House. Here's something. Here's the screen right here. We may get a chance to listen to a little bit of that. Holly Snap Democrats absorb shutdown temper campaign. But look, man, Right over here, the United States Department of Agriculture is being affected. It requires $8 billion each month to fund SNAP benefits nationwide. Just that there alone. Do y'all wait? Do y'all see that 8 billion a month? We can do a lot of something with 8 billion a month. But guess what the guess what the gaslighting and stuff is? The deflecting that the Dems been putting in our face. Oh, he's trying to start war. He's trying to be a king. And you got all these paid, employed protesters out there that don't look like no one in these communities that receive these supplemental benefits. And if they do, they're probably married. Like the one that had the yellow arrow with the wedding ring on. What's up with that? So that I showed the other day. This is the article, and let's look into some more of this article. Okay, right down here, September the 25th. That's when he said that. Yes, funding comes from the federal government, see, but the administration of it happens through local states, he said. And so when it comes to SNAPs, states are on a little bit of a different rhythm in terms of how they conveying and reduction or the elimination of SNAP benefit. It is planned out of a little bit differently from state to state. So they're changing the food that everyone eats and more time to straight longer term deal for FY 2026. So I'm still looking for the expiration date. So they want an extension, and right here they finna put Democrats are demanding that any spending plan be prepared. Do y'all see what line I'm on? The second paragraph. Plan be paired with the extension of enhanced Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire at the end of 25. That's what they want. And these subsidies were signed by the Joe Biden administration. And a lot of people is colluding to was shit was the some of the administration of Obama, was they running the show while Joe was in office? Allegedly said, I don't know. But look at what this line said, because I'm finna click. And I haven't clicked that highlighted blue area yet. And let's see what it. So I'm finna click it now and let's see what it say. Okay. Obama subsidies. Let's see what it say. It's clear. Obamacare subsidies at the center of Dems shutdown fight. Fuel, healthcare cost inflation, conservative services say. See, here's the floor. Shutdown 6. Let's see what this says. I feeling we finna hear what been going on in those rooms over there where those senators are. But it's filibustering. Now, what I don't like is we're gonna have to bring wait. I'm over here struggle feeling. So when I click that, this came up. And I'm gonna bring that to y'all right now. I apologize. I'm just is it this one or this one? Let's see. Is it that one? If I click that, they're gonna go to what? It's right here. So, man, that video was moving, and here it is. Oh man, where's that plan? And I went way down here. I'm gonna click it again. Obama subsidy care. I clicked it. It said conservative group blast. All right. Here it is. Now I'm finna look at it. I think I got it now. I think I got have it now. So give me a second. Here it is. It's right here. I knew it was that one.
These eyes need a rest.
They take it all in.
These eyes deserve better care.
From the best doctors.
So these eyes go to America's Best.
Speaker Johnson discusses
You bring the eyes, we bring the high-quality eye exam at America's Best.
And the Senate right now taking another vote on a House Republican bill to temporarily fund the government and end the shutdown that's nearly a week long. Senior congressional correspondent Chad Pergram is live right now on the Hill. What can you tell us, Chad?
Jillian, this is
so I'm gonna speed it up, okay?
Democratic plan, and they're going to block that. Same thing that happened last week. They will then go to the Republican plan, and they will probably block that. Now, Congress is paralyzed, lawmakers spinning in circles, the government shuttered. The Senate likely blocks competing
I can't speed
funding
it up.
plans later tonight, and they need 60 yeas. But the GOP believes that Democrats will eventually cave.
I can tell you there's more than 5 Democrats in the Senate who know that Chuck Schumer has led them into a box canyon with this Schumer shutdown, but the consequences will start to pile up.
That includes concerns about aviation safety as federal employees must work without pay. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has seen an uptick in people calling.
Well, this ain't gonna talk about what I was looking for, but I know, and it didn't even get too much on it. Hopefully, it's in the YouTube video somewhere down the line, and I can track it that way because this way we can't get in it. See, we can't get in it, so I'm bringing that back down, go over here, and get down to the other part of this show that we really need to see. So here it is. Let's get back to our girl. She's right here. And man, we got somebody that's going to break this stuff down to us.
If you want to become a notary in California, EasyNotaryClass.com is the #1 notary course on the internet. 100% guaranteed
so we got
to pass
a good
the test.
one
6
coming
hours
now.
of complete online training that you can watch.
People won't get up off their ass. And they mad. They mad. He ain't lying. Y'all, he's not lying, okay? Somebody would have stood up and said something. Because it's true.
So here we go. Ready? Because it's true.
That's what they want. That's what they're trying to put in the bill. So they're trying to just make it seem like it's just medical stuff. Medical. Listen what this guy said right here. Here's the truth, what he's saying. And I believe him, y'all. I believe him.
So this whole government shutdown that everybody's been talking about and all of the political theater that you're seeing, I'm just going to do a quick rundown on this because clearly most people on social media, most people in the public, most of you guys don't even know what you're talking about. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of perspective. Now, some of you are going to receive it. Some of you are going to just say, whatever, who cares? It's some Trump shit. You're a Trumper or something. I don't give a damn what you're saying. I'm going to give you just a little bit of insight so you can just understand the politics of this because a lot of y'all are being bamboozled.
Right.
If you recall, those of you who know this, if you recall the extension of those subsidies, that package was done under Joe Biden with the American Rescue Plan.
And that was back during COVID, y'all. Okay? So just pay attention to what he's saying. Pay close attention to what he is saying. But I know some of y'all not going to give a damn. You're not going to care. You're not going to care.
Hit that like button.
Just how some
share
of y'all
something
are.
in the comment.
That whole subsidy thing that everybody's talking about where everybody's going to lose their coverage or their premiums are going to skyrocket. Yeah, that was a temporary measure that was put in there by Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
That was done by Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
They had an expiration date on that set for the end of this year. And why did they have that expiration date? Because Donald Trump was supposed to be dead.
That's true. If they didn't, if it's just supposed to be for emergency at the time during COVID, it's going to have an expiration date. Now they're getting mad because they want to prolong it. They want to extend it. Like, no, it's just supposed to be temporarily. Temporarily, y'all.
Either dead or in jail. It it's like nobody can see the play here. Now, why would they have an expiration date on that? Because they never. This is all the political posturing to make you think that they're doing the giving you free stuff. Kind of like the stuff you hear Zoran Mamdani talking about right now. The only reason why they're even pushing right now for these extensions and on the subsidy that nobody needs anymore is because Donald Trump is currently in office and they need something to demonize him with. You see,
and it's working too. It's working.
We have to face the facts that Democrats have nothing in their platform that they're running on other than abortion and we hate Donald Trump. That's it. That's the only thing that the Democrat Party has to offer. And I'm getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, I better get these.
So that's the only thing that appears to be going on every week, every news show, every talk show, every radio. Isn't this kind of odd? But no one's talking about an expiration date. No one's talking about an expiration date. Only people that's, and then it sends everybody into a prison. So since they don't want to sign the bill, they'd rather see individuals get hurt and go to jail. Allegedly. Get hurt or harmed or go to jail. Allegedly. They try to make it look like people is straight out of pocket. We have nationalities here, especially black men, black boys getting out of school every year. And guess what? And then the left come up with themselves or no, calling them incels. Now we're going to write another chapter of some insidious, wicked, diversional, crackpot ideas due to a particular crowd of boys, and usually they're going to start at the top. They're going to be individuals that share my complexion that's doing this. But yet you will have this place blowing up, this school shooting over there, or this rampage in a marathon or something, or some crowd, and then the incels are going to be who? When everybody in this country see all throughout TikTok, everything is all out of control. This shit is independent lifestyle. There's a whole lot of division. He ain't shit, she ain't shit type of thing. But then, who's doing the picking? And then you got a small percentage, what? Of males that's doing the bit. So, but as far as growing families, that's not even working class. So we need more jobs, right? We need more jobs. So go over there and check out the San Fran React show. I had a lot more I wanted to put on this, but I'm gonna show y'all what I was doing to even get this far. And we're at the 24 marker. This is what I had to do to get this far, because it was hard as hell to try to figure out. See, I was asking about the COVID subsidy expiration rate, and this is the closest that I can get. So we're going to look at one of these right here. Trip. And if you do this, food pantries and SNAP benefits impacted by government shutdown. But let's look into this one right here. This is 4 days ago. Let's listen to what they really say inside these government issues for a minute. What they gonna give us, what they want us to hear. Okay, let's pick up this one.
You're not going to be replaced by AI. You'll be replaced by
forward a bill to pay.
So we already know it's a filibuster, but you see, it's 50 yay and 43 nay, and they know in order to the only way this can pass if 10 of this 43 can get over there to the yay, but wow.
Pay only troops and essential federal employees, but that is also unlikely to pass. The House has not even convened since the shutdown started. State health officials say food assistance could be cut off for millions if the government does not reopen in a few days.
Tisia Muzinga joins us in studio with a look at the concerning situation. Tisia.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Lawmakers have less than a week to reopen the government before state agencies say the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, could impact families ahead of the holidays. Now, the U.S. Department of Agriculture sent a letter to state agencies on Friday. It said there will not be enough funds to pay November SNAP program if the government shut down.
So, mind you, $8 billion a month. $8 billion a month. Woo! $8 billion a month. But we're looking at it like, oh, but they printed that up on regular paper and stuff like $8 billion a month mean that all these companies is really relying on those food stamps. And that's why the video I did yesterday was like for the rich or poor. But man, but the expiration date is here. See? And then the expiration date, like Homeboy said, that was supposed to be a temporary thing. But let's look, millions of Americans are at risk. See, they won't put, no one haven't did anything about the expiration date. But I'm going to show y'all a trick. Now, look up here at the top. I'm going to take out food stamp and leave CD19. And I'm going to do like this. And then this comes up. Extend the expiration due to COVID, the test 10 months ago. Let's see what this talk about. Ready?
Did you know your at-home COVID tests may have extended expiration dates? Go to covidtests.gov and select the FDA's list of extended expiration dates. Search for your test brand and select the extended expiration date. Find the lot number and see if your kit.
And then go over here. And this is the only thing I can come up when it comes to expiration dates. But they say the recovery plan, the recovery expiration date, that's what it was. I'm supposed to look for that. Let's put that in the chat and see what we get. Because no one haven't sent me anything or wrote anything yet. So now my brain is starting to do some cooking. This is what you need to see.
I admire Persia's strength and the desire to do all the
Found it now.
work.
Being a black male in a world that doesn't have.
If you're planning to retire before Medicare kicks in, healthcare costs are probably one of your biggest worries. And if you've heard that ACA subsidies are ending after 2025, as I've gotten that impression just generally in talking with people, and was the motivation for creating this video, you're not alone in wondering, will early retirement become unaffordable? First, let's clear up the confusion.
We can watch that one, or we can watch this one. Let me see. Let's listen to this guy right here. Carlos the broker. We're going to listen to a broker on this one because what a lot of y'all don't know is that you notice ever since he been in office, a lot of people that's in government have been not too much swayed to being so much in the stock market. So let's listen to the broker. And I'm going to play this again and start my show off so we can look at this recovery plan that's about to expire, which is affecting our government shutdown. It's right. It's affecting it. Watch.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Carlos. I'm a licensed broker. I've helped over thousands of individuals and families by now get the
And
health
that's the
coverage
name
they
of his
need.
show.
And today we
Carlos,
are going to be
fair
talking
use.
about Congress and the ACA subsidies that are set to expire in this year, December 31st, 2025. So what will Congress do? Will they extend it? Currently, right now, people are receiving extended or enhanced subsidies that help you pay your premiums, and prices starting next year, if the subsidies aren't extended, could jump up to 75%, more than double what you are paying now. So what will happen? Let's get into it. I'm going to be giving you my honest feedback along with prior history and kind of figuring stuff out. So hopefully good news out there. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe.
All right, and leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It's also share this information. You can share this part if you're doing videos. It will be well appreciated to spread the word out about this section. And the other section that the guy was speaking from. Okay, so let's get on with the show.
To the channel. It takes one quick second and it helps me out tremendously. So let's get into it. There's a lot to unravel here. All right, so I want to talk about a little bit about first the Inflation Reduction Act. So this article by CNN is dated August 16th, 2022. Now it is an important date because this is when the Inflation Reduction Act was turned into a law, right? So the Inflation Reduction Act passed, and what is inside here is very, very important. All right, so it all started.
Wow. Talking about this is what I wanted to put like really at the beginning of this video. Man, okay, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Man, this is the meat.
In March 2021, when the American Rescue Plan Act was signed, this happened during COVID, right? This is when the enhanced subsidies started to kick in. So what happens in 2022, and why I'm showing you this article, is because in 2022, the COVID help, the little enhanced subsidies boost to help you during COVID, was set to end in 2022. So the subsidies were set to expire, the enhanced subsidies were set to expire in 2022. Now, why am I talking about this? Because in August of 16, Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, right? And inside this Inflation Reduction Act, pretty much enhanced, it extended the enhanced subsidies that everybody was already getting, right? So why I'm talking about it is because right now I'm filming this video in August 5th, 2025. You're kind of seeing what I'm getting at here is that it is still kind of early in the year, quote, to kind of make this decision. So I do believe that, you know, we're still, we're not out of the safe zone yet, but we're still in time for Congress to actually extend the subsidies, right? So we're not past the red zone yet, like, right? We're kind of still safe. There's still some time left. I'm obviously extend the subsidies, and it would help millions of Americans because, as I said, it's a crazy time, right? But there's still some hope left. It's just so.
So this is that's what he's talking about. That's what they're mainly talking about. That's what's holding up this shutdown. This right here. Okay? That's extra subsidies put in place during the pandemic, which reduced the premium. Mueller and her husband paid more than half to $30 a month, or placed only through December 31st. Without enhanced subsidies, Affordable Care Act insurance, premiums would rise by more than 75% or higher, with bills for people with some states more of doubling down, according to the estimate of KFF, a health information nonprofit that include KFF Health News. So that this is pretty much what the shutdown is all about. So feel free to go over there and check out the stockbroker show. This is pretty much how his page look. Carlos, the broker. So, and then you can get some updates, news on stocks and charts. And that's basically how he does it. So and it did look like he did the ACA thing down here 2 weeks ago. So in other words, hey, remember, like I always say, recovery is an inside job. And I'm going to dig in more to that part of why we're having the shutdown. Thank y'all for coming out to the show. It was good looking out for you. Oh, man, I closed the chat. Oh.